Welcome to the world of Higurashi when they cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you into this world. Sit back, relax, and enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty for this chapter is extremely high, but I hope you will enjoy the reward. It's the year 1983. Hinamizawa is a rural village where nothing ever really happens. Maibara Keiichi, a teenager who just moved from the big city to Hinamizawa. Sonosake Mion, the class representative of the only class in Hinamizawa and club president of the after-school games club. Rena, the pretty dense but lovable girl who goes to the same school as Keiichi. Bocho Satoko, a brat who thinks she's actually a fine lady. Uruda Rika, a sweet girl who is Satoko's best friend. Mitaka Jiro, a photographer from Tokyo who comes 4 times a year to Hinamizawa. Akanomiyo, the local nurse. Oishi Kuraudo, a pretty weird police officer. For a month now, Keiichi has been living in Hinamizawa. However, when Keiichi comes across a really weird story, his normal life starts getting turned around. A couple of years ago, a dismembered corpse was found in Hinamizawa, and now they still haven't found one of the arms. When Keiichi asks Rena and Mion about this, they deny the story and leave Keiichi no room for discussions. For a couple of days, life seems almost normal again, till the day of the Watanagashi festival. This festival is held yearly in June in Hinamizawa and is dedicated to the local god Oyashiro-sama. Here, the locals come together and you can get all kinds of foods or play all kinds of games at the festival stands. After the festival, however, Keiichi hears a disturbing story from the photographer Tomitake-san, who is accompanied by Takano-san. Later on, he also gets roped in by the policeman Oishi-san. Let's start filling in all those murders with some additional information. Apparently, after the dismemberment a couple of years ago, one of the guys who killed that person also disappeared. Well, together with the missing arm. After that, each year on the day of Watanagashi, other people also died and disappeared. First, the couple who fell down a cliff. The husband died. The wife was never found. Both of them were Satoko's parents. Second, a Shinto priest who suddenly died from a mysterious illness and his wife who apparently committed suicide but was never found. Both of them were Rika's parents. Third, a woman who was beaten to death and a student who went missing. It was Satoko's aunt and Satoko's brother. Fourth, well, it's now the 4th year, so let's see whose turn it is this time. The locals all think that this was the work of Oyashiro-sama. Each year, one person gets killed by Oyashiro-sama's curse. Another one gets demoned away. You also learn something about demons running through the village, coming out of the local swamp Onikakushi. More information Keiichi gets of these bizarre happenings, the weirder surroundings get. Remember that neither Rena nor Mion talk with Keiichi about those murders? Well, everyone suddenly starts to become a little weird in the head after this year's Watanagashi. Especially Rena, who starts stalking Keiichi, calls him a liar, puts sewing needles in his food, seems to have a split personality. It turns out Rena is originally from Hinamizawa, went to a different city where she actually bet 3 of her classmates with a baseball bat, destroyed all of the windows in her school building, claiming she could hear Oyashiro-sama. Later, she returned to Hinamizawa. Meanwhile, Mion also seems to be in on this, acting all weird. It actually turns out that Mion was the one that put a sewing needle into Keiichi's food. Keiichi gets more and more paranoid, starting to doubt his friends, thinking he will be the next one suffering from Oyashiro-sama's curse. He starts to harbor bad feelings towards his friends. Well, he wants to kill them. So he starts running around with a baseball bat, training his swings, and oh wow! Actually resembling Satoshi more and more who disappeared last year. In the end, he goes full delulu. One day after school, Rena starts following him home with a hatchet in her hand, laughing deliriously all of the time. Meanwhile, Keiichi tries to run away from her, baseball bat in hand, until they get to the damn construction site where Keiichi gets assaulted by 2 men. Weirdly enough, he passes out and wakes up in his own room, accompanied by Rena. Uh-oh. Later on, Mion also joins them. And well, this is where the juicy part happens. Suddenly, it seems that Mion wants to inject Keiichi with something, saying he will suffer the same things Tomitake-san did. She also mentions a director who wants to come over to talk to Keiichi. Well, our boy can escape his fate though, tackles down Mion and Rena and actually kills both of them with a baseball bat. Weirdly enough, some strangers are outside of his house and he tries to escape them. Being full delulu, now he tries calling Oishi-san from a local telephone booth. During his conversation with them, he actually thinks someone is standing right behind him while he is starting to scratch his own throat. Actually believing that Oyashiro-sama is real. He He was later found by the police with severe injuries and died later on in the hospital. In the end, Keiichi wrote a little letter about what had happened to him, even added the syringe that Mion wanted to use on him. However, the police only found parts of his confessions and they never found the missing syringe or the sewing needle that Keiichi was looking for as evidence against Mion and Rena. The other stats. Death. Tomi Takejiro ripped out his own throat. Yugu Rena, beaten to death by Keiichi with a baseball bat. Sonosaki Mion, beaten to death by Keiichi with a baseball bat. Disappearances. Taka no Mio.